Alright, let me show you what we're making today. Just little wood pins. You'll notice I've used my gilding elements and it's just got a little pin back glued to it. It's very sparkly and shiny, and this is just laser cut out of wood and engraved, and then has a layer of shiny put on it so that I can produce pins for the shop and for my patrons. So let me show you how it's done. Alright, first things first, I have this little square of, it's really just scrap wood. I used it from another project. It's got a little 2 engraved on it because I was doing some engraving tests, but we'll use the non-engraved side. And then the other thing I'm going to put on this little piece of scrap wood here is this Deco foil liquid adhesive. And I'm really going to do just a very thin layer on the wood here. So I have to open it because I clogged the top of the tube up already because I'm spectacular that way. And it's just like gooping up my finger and then putting a layer on the wood right there, just like that. Okay. I'm going to do a thin layer. And then this has to basically dry on the wood like that. I believe the recommendation is like let it dry for an hour, but honestly, I'm doing so many projects at once that I set it down and forget about it, and by the time I remember it, the glue's dry, so we can go ahead and do that. But the next step is basically let this dry and then pop it into the laser cutter to do the engraving and the cut. Now we have our little wood piece all lasered and engraved out of the machine. There's that little 2 still back on the back there, but that is fine. You can see here I have been basically making a bunch of these. They look spectacular. It's very exciting. And the next step really is to just put the foil on. Now, if you remember, we put a thin layer of glue. It's still a little tacky. It's pretty much exactly what we want. So we're going to go ahead and grab our foil. Now you'll notice I've been using this one. And the nice thing is you can reposition it and move it around and do what you need to do to try to use up every last bit of that foil. And we're just going to put it right on top of our buddy. And we're going to do the scrapey.
Seeing eyes of mine, you see, there are no trees inside of me. In this desert I can look at you with love. Seeing all that I can learn. Can you stay and I will grow the hanging gardens of Babylon.
And there you have it. You can see it is a lovely gold foil, a little sparkle shine, and there's like little sequins in there, so there's a little texture to that gold. And that is pretty much the process. After this, you just flip it over, glue the pin on the back like we have here, just using a little bit of wood glue, because, you know, it's wood, and put your pin back on, and that's it. We have a quick and easy and beautiful little pin that I can give to my patrons. Alright, and that is the whole build today. Quick and easy and simple, basically just design step, laser step, a little glue, and a little press-on foil, and you have a really gorgeous, very sparkly pin. I did spring for the slightly fancier locking pin backs just because I hear those are much better in terms of pins. But it's just a lovely little solid wood pin engraved and with a little gold foil. And I think that my patrons are going to really love their gift this month. I do gifts every month, so stay tuned, and I will definitely be documenting them in the future. Every time I make something for my patrons, you'll get to watch. As always, remember to keep your masks up and roll high, and have a great day.